Once upon a time, in a quaint and quiet village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, there lived a young girl named Mary. She was known throughout the village as a kind and helpful soul, always lending a hand to those in need. She would gaze up at the stars in the evenings, dreaming of faraway lands and fantastical creatures. And so it was that Mary's days were filled with a quiet desperation, a subtle discontent that echoed in her heart. But beneath her sunny disposition, Mary harbored a deep sadness, a longing for something more that she couldn't quite put her finger on. As quickly as it had begun, the chaos subsided and an eerie silence descended upon the forest. Startled by the voice, Mary whirled around, but she saw no one. "But I don't understand," she stammered. "I'm just a simple village girl. I don't know anything about magic or prophecies." The spirit of the forest chuckled, a sound like rustling leaves. "Do not worry, child of the oak. You do not need to understand the prophecy. You only need to believe in yourself and your ability to help others." But as the years went by, a shadow began to fall across the land. The once lush forests began to wither and die. The rivers and streams dried up, and the animals and plants that had thrived in the land for generations started to disappear. With that, the spirit of the forest faded away, leaving Mary alone in the clearing. And so it was that Mary, along with her loyal friends and family, embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the source of the blight and put an end to it. And so it was that Mary, the humble village girl who had dared to dream of more, became a legendary hero, proving that even the most ordinary of individuals can achieve extraordinary things when they believe in themselves and their dreams. Along their journey, they faced many dangers and challenges, but through it all, Mary's determination never wavered. "Who's there?" she called out, her voice trembling slightly. "Do not fear, child of the oak. I am here to help you." Finally, after many long months, they reached the source of the blight and confronted the evil force that had been draining the life out of the land. She closed her eyes, reached deep within herself, and unleashed the full extent of her powers. With a mighty roar, she vanquished the evil force and restored balance to the land. The weight of the prophecy settled upon her shoulders, and she felt a surge of determination mixed with a healthy dose of trepidation. As the sun began its slow descent towards the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Mary made her way back to the village, the staff clutched firmly in her hand. The voice replied, "I am the spirit of the forest, and you, Mary, are the chosen one." As the days turned into weeks, Mary immersed herself in her new role as a child of the oak. With the guidance of the spirit of the forest, she learned to harness the power of the staff, using it to heal the sick and injured, to protect the forest and its inhabitants, and to bring balance to the forces of nature. You have the power to protect and nurture the forest, to heal the sick and wounded, and to bring balance to the forces of nature. Trembling slightly, Mary picked up the staff again and closed her eyes, trying to calm her racing heart. When she opened them, she noticed something strange. The forest around her seemed to be glowing with an otherworldly light, and the trees appeared to be bowing before her in reverence. As much as she loved her family and friends, she often felt a yearning for adventure, for a life beyond the confines of her small town. Little did she know that her life was about to change in ways she never could have imagined. She became known throughout the land as a powerful and compassionate healer, and people from far and wide came to seek her help. Yet despite her newfound fame and power, Mary never forgot her roots. She remained humble and grounded, always remembering the importance of kindness, compassion, and helping others. One crisp autumn afternoon, as Mary was taking a leisurely stroll through the woods near her home, she stumbled upon a clearing she had never seen before. As she reached out to touch it, a sudden jolt of energy surged through her body and the lid of the chest flew open, revealing a shimmering golden staff. Intrigued, Mary reached inside and grasped the staff. As soon as her fingers closed around it, the forest around her erupted in a cacophony of sound and light. Birds took flight, their screeches echoing through the trees. The leaves on the branches danced and shimmered in a myriad of colors, and the very air crackled with energy. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient oak tree, its branches gnarled and twisted like the arms of a wizened old man. And at the foot of the tree, half hidden among the fallen leaves, was a small wooden chest. Curiosity piqued, Mary approached the chest and knelt down beside it. Taken aback by the sudden commotion, Mary stumbled back and dropped the staff, which landed with a soft thud on the ground. Suddenly, a deep voice echoed through the forest. So the prophecy is true. The child of the oak has returned. Overwhelmed by the revelation, Mary could only stare at the staff in her hand in disbelief. As she stood there processing the momentous events that had just transpired, she knew that her life would never be the same again. She couldn't wait to share her exciting discovery with her family and friends, eager to hear their thoughts and seek their support. Her powers grew steadily, and with them, her confidence increased. And so it was that Mary, the once ordinary village girl, became a legendary hero, revered and respected by all who knew her. People from far and wide came to Mary for help, but no matter what she did, she couldn't restore the balance to the forces of nature. With the help of her companions, she managed to navigate treacherous landscapes, overcome cunning enemies, and solve ancient riddles. The battle was fierce and Mary was nearly defeated, but just when all hope seemed lost, she remembered the words of the spirit of the forest. As peace returned to the land, Mary was hailed as a true hero. Her name whispered with reverence and admiration in every corner of the kingdom.